Hey guys, Lynn here. Welcome back to Adore. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Welcome back. Coming to you with another video. I'm trying to do my May wrap up. I wanted to get it done before this week was out, but as you can see, that didn't happen. I'm doing it on Saturday. Happy Saturday. I know I'm supposed to be posting on Wednesday. Don't seem like I can get a video up on Wednesday though. I don't know what the problem is. I get so busy, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to post it today. But know that I will get a video up before the week is out. I'm going to try to do a video a week. So I am keeping up with that. I just can't get it posted on Wednesday. But I'm not going to change my post today. I'm going to keep it on Wednesday. I'm just going to keep working toward getting a video up on every Wednesday. Yeah. But if I don't, just know that I'll get a video up before the week is out. Like I said, I'm coming to you today with my May wrap up. I hope I said that at the beginning because I can't remember. But I'm going to do my May wrap up. I read quite a few books. Contribute that to the Gaslight mystery because I've been flying through those books. So I read quite a few of those books, and I read a couple of other books. So let's get started. Let's see here. The first couple of books I read off of my Kindle Unlimited. The first one was let me get that up if I can get it. Learn Your Lesson by Kandi, Steiner. I already went over these on my wrap up. I'm trying to put it over here so it won't be that light won't be shining on there. And I'm not going to go over this again. I'll just tell you what I gave it. I gave it a 3.5 star. Learn Your Lesson. It was okay. It didn't have those special moments for me to make me want to ever read this again. And this is book number 3, I think, in the Kings of Ice series. Book number 3, Kandi Steiner. Yeah, book number 3 in the Kings of Ice series. If you can see it there, hopefully. Like I said, it was okay. I gave it a 3.5 stars. And then I read Forever Her Viscount. Get it up there so you can see, by Scarlett Scott. Really enjoyed this one. I gave this a 4 star. Like I said, I went on these already, so I'll just show them to you. And then I've also read this one. I really enjoyed this one. I gave this a high 4 or 4.5 star. I liked it so much that I bought the book, so let me show it to you. Here it is. The Villain. This book won't be for everybody because it's a dark romance. Got some dark themes in here. Some over-the-top sexual content. Might not be for everybody, so read at your own risk. I think I went over this in my wrap up, so I won't be going over this again, but I really enjoyed it, and I gave this 3.5 stars, and I bought this by S.M. LaViolette. And she also writes as Minerva Spencer. So once I finished this, I wanted to read something else by her. So I went back and I finished her Bellamy series, book 1. This is on Phoebe. I think that's, if you can see it there. I think that's it, Phoebe. And this is the Bellamy sisters. This is book 1. I got out of order because I read book 2. I don't know if I mentioned it on my channel already. I don't know. But I've also read book 2. I really enjoyed that. But I just never did go back and read the series. Because I was going to read the series, but I never did go back. And so when I read the Villain, I was like, let me go back and read the first book in this series. Because I do want to read this series. So I went back and read the first book. And this is it's going to be a book on the Bellamy children. It's 5 sisters and 1 brother, and all of them going to get a story. So this is book number 1 in the series, Phoebe, and this is on their family is on a hard time because their dad is a gambler. He done gamble away all the money because they are gentry. You know, they're not rich, but they were comfortable until their dad started spending all the money and stuff like that. Because their dad married, their mother is the one that had the money and stuff, and I think their dad had a title. You know how your family wants you to, I guess his family, he had to marry somebody rich that just said their mom and dad not really in love with each other, but they did have 6 children, and they're on hard times now, and they had to leave their manor house and move out into like a little country house that was on the property, because he had to sell some of his property, and he also had them couldn't keep up the manor house, so they had to move out. And so since they have like 5 daughters, you know, in those days they wanted the daughters, so the daughters got to go out and find rich husbands. So that's what this is about. Each one of the sisters trying to figure out a way how they can help their family to keep them from being, because they might get thrown out of the little country house that they're living in, because like I said, they're on hard time. So they're trying to figure out a way to how to make you know, find how to make money so that they can, you know, keep their house and stuff like that, and send their brother off to school. And in this one, I think she's maybe the middle daughter. She ends up a guy come there, the hero comes there and rent out, because they was trying to rent out the manor house, so they do rent it out to this guy. He's like a you know, they didn't consider it, he got money, but he's what they want to, he worked for his living. And you know, the rich look down on it. If you work for, that's messed up. If you work for a living, they look down on you if you didn't come into your money, like, you know, if your money wasn't inherited. And so if you're working for a living and making money, yeah, they look down. So her mother is their mother is a trip in here, because she, even though she want her daughter to marry rich people, if he's not a duke or something like that, or entitled, her mother looked down on him. So Phoebe ends up going to this guy because I think their mother wanted, or their dad wanted one of the pretty sisters, because you know, you got, they in a range. Some of them they said this she supposed to be the beautiful of them all. They wanted the guy, the hero, to marry that sister, but that sister and another sister end up going to London to have a season, and so that leaves Phoebe behind. And she was considered nice looking, but she wasn't considered like a beautiful or whatever. She was I guess they could say she kind of plain, but she was pretty. I put it like that. They said she was pretty. And so she ends up staying behind, and she finds out that the hero has been going to London to see this sister, and she don't, because he, you know, they say he's coarse and stuff, because he's got like a big brute of a guy, and he's not that good looking. They was like, he's not good looking. He was plain. But so she ends up going to him, and they end up making a deal together that she's gonna end up, he asks her to marry him, and they end up together. And it's about their relationship and how and something else that happened in here too that she finds out about him that don't help the situation, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is if you want to read it. This one is not that over the top. When she writing this, Minerva Spencer, it's still some sexual situations going on. They kind of explicit, but not over the top like it was in this one. It's not yeah, this one right here, yeah. What is this? You can consider this erotic. But this one, it does have sexual content. So if you don't like sexual content in your stories or whatever, this might not be for you, but it was an excellent story. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4-star. And this is Minerva Spencer. I don't know if she's writing as Minerva Spencer in this one or SM LaViolette. I don't know which one she's writing. It said Minerva Spencer writing as SM LaViolette, so she might be writing as SM LaViolette in this one. But like I said, this one is not over the top with the sexual content, and I really did enjoy this story. I gave it a 4-star. Minerva Spencer writing as SM LaViolette, and this is book 1 in the Bellamy sisters. Enjoyed it. So those are all the books I read on Amazon. I'll show you this one too, because I did read I didn't read it this month, but I have read book number 2 in the series. I enjoyed this one. I gave this a 4.5 star. This is book number 2 in the Bellamy series. If you want to check the Bellamy series out, I didn't read it last month. I've been read this. I don't know if I mentioned this book on my channel before, but I'll go over it again to let you know. See book number 2, and this is Hyacinth. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And she is and they consider her plain too, and she is very smart. And she also to make money for the family, she was going out dressing up as a man because she's real slim. I guess you can say she's androgynous, and she's very slim, and she was dressing up as a male to go and gamble to help the family. So, and she ends up going with her, the sister that they said was beautiful. She ends up going with her. Both of them go to London for a season, but Hyacinth talked her aunt into letting her just not go out. She let's just say she wasn't doing what she supposed to be doing, you know, trying to catch a husband, and she ends up staying with this older woman to help her out. And at night she would slip out as a guy and go and gamble and try to make money for the family, and that's how she's gonna meet a duke. And eventually he ends up finding out that she's a female and gonna go from there. I really enjoyed this. I bought this one. This is around here somewhere. I gave this a 4.5 star, and this is Hyacinth in book number 2 in the Bellamy sister series. Really enjoyed that. I highly recommend that series so far. Like I said, I read book 1 and book 2, and then I'm gonna add book 3 to my TBR so that I can read it, because I want to read that next. And next, I'm going to go over these books. I'm just going to tell you what I rated them, because I went over this in my update, my reading update. This is Murder on Sister Row by Victorian Thompson in the Gaslight. The rest of these books are going to be in the Gaslight series. If you've been with me, you know I'm really enjoying this series. I'm flying through these books. And this was book number, I'm looking down because I wrote it on paper. This was book number 13, Murder on Sister Row. Really enjoyed that. If you want to see my what I thought about it, go check out my video before this one, because I showed it on there. Book number 13. And then I also read book number 14, Murder on 5th Avenue. And all of these, I gave this 4 stars. Also gave this 4 stars. Make sure I look on my book here, see. Also gave this 4 stars. Murder on 5th Avenue, book number 14, 4 stars. Murder on Chelsea, I gave this 4.5 stars, I think. And this is book number 15, Murder on Chelsea. Really enjoyed this one, 4.5 stars. I also gave Murder on Murray Hill 4.5 stars. Really enjoyed this one too. Like I said, all of these are Gaslight Mystery in the Gaslight Mystery series. There you go. And then I mentioned I gave this 4.5 stars. I hope so. And then I have book number 17. And I gave this 4 stars. Book number 17. And then I also read book number 18, but I don't have that. I didn't see that at the store that I got those from, so I didn't get it. But I'll show it to you on my Kindle here. Let me find it right quick. And that book is called Murder on St. Nicholas Avenue. Let's see here. And I'll show you the cover for that one. And this is book number 18, which I don't have. I don't have this in the actual physical book. Murder on St. Nicholas Avenue. And I gave this 4 stars. And then next I have Murder on, let's see here. And this is book number, I think I said this book number 18. As you can see, I'm trying to keep up with what book number 18, book number 19. And this is, book number 19, Murder in Morningside Heights. I go over this because I didn't show this in my update. I didn't show this in my update. Murder on Morningside Heights. And this is on Sarah Branch, and the main characters are Sarah Branch and Frank Malloy. Sarah is a midwife, and Frank used to work for the police department, but I think I mentioned in that other video that he came into some money, so he quit. He had to, let's just say, he couldn't work on the force no more because all the cop was looking at him like, you know, why you still even working here? So he ends up getting fired. Well, really, he got let go because they were like, they can't have, you know, he wanted a gentry now because he got a lot of money and they can't have him working on the police force. So he quit. Now he's going to end up starting his own detective agency. And this one is on, what the one about? Oh, this is on a female. She was going to college. She ends up working at the college, and the female ends up getting killed. And so Frank gets brought in on the case to find out what happened to this lady who got killed at this college. And also, you know, Sarah going to help him out. Sarah, and then her nanny who works for her also, she be also helping out, trying to find out what's going on. Sometimes she ends up on the cases too, helping Frank out. And then Frank has also hired another guy from the police force that he knew that also is going to be working at Frank's new detective agency. So Sarah and Frank try to solve out who killed this woman at this school. And I really enjoyed this. I gave this 4 stars. Murder on Morningside Heights. And then the next book, I don't have that book. That's Murder on the Bowery. Let me find that one. Book number 19. Book number 20, I'm sorry. Yep, book number 20. Murder on the Bowery. I really did enjoy this one. I gave this one, I think I gave this a 4.5 stars. But I don't have this one. I have to see, can I find this one, Murder on the Bowery. And this one is going to be on, let me see. This was on this guy. He's going to come to Frank's office because, like I said, Frank has become a private detective. This guy shows up at his office saying that he's trying to find his brother. Said him and his brother were orphaned, and they got put on, back in those days, sometimes if they had a lot of kids in orphanage, they started sending them out west for people who were looking for children. You know, they're trying to adopt kids, and they put them on the orphan train. So he said him and his brother got put on the orphan train, but they got separated because he was older than his brother. And, you know, they got put on the train. If you were older, you know, people always want the younger kid. They don't want the older kid. So that's how they got separated. So he come to Frank's office and hire Frank to find his brother. So in the midst of them trying to find his brother, a female ends up getting killed. And also the man who brother, the guy who hired Frank to find his brother, the brother that Frank is looking for, he ends up getting killed. So a female and the guy that Frank was looking for ends up getting killed. So Frank has to try to solve that murder, and Sarah and all the rest of the gang help him out. So I really did enjoy this one. I gave this one 4.5 stars. So I want to also pick this one up. I wanted to show you the cover again, but now I don't even want to come up. So let me pull it up again here. I like this cover, the color, the purple. There it is, if you can see it. Murder on the Bowery. Murder in the Bowery. Book number 20. Yeah, guys, I was flying through these books. I made it to book number 20. And then I also have book number 21, Murder on Union Square. I gave this 4 stars. And this was on Frank and Sarah. They tried to, let's see what happened on this one. This one is, in this one, characters from other books come back. Cause I think I mentioned that Sarah had adopted a little girl, and in one of the books, the family came back and wanted to get the little girl. So in this book, the little girl mother, her actual mother, was married to this guy. You have to read that book to find out how this all happened. But the little girl mother ends up getting killed in that book. But the guy she was married to shows up in this book. And since, but he wasn't the little girl dad. But since he was married to her mother, Sarah and Frank can't adopt the little girl until this guy right here, who's not her father, but back then they had some strict laws. Because if you was married to the female, even if you wasn't her father, that little girl was your wife's daughter, you're considered her father. So they want him to sign some papers so that they can adopt the little girl. And he's an actor because the little girl mother was an actress. And they end up going to see him at the theater. And of course, you know, he ends up getting killed. So Frank and Sarah try to solve his murder. I really enjoyed this one. I gave this 4 star. And this Murder on Union Square. Enjoyed it. And like I said, these are more just dealing with Frank and Sarah and their friends, helping them solve cases and stuff. Like if you're looking for like in-depth love story or something like that, no, this is not happening. So I do like it because Frank and Sarah are a couple now. They done got married and everything. I just enjoy Victoria Thompson storytelling. She has some good characterization. I really enjoy her characterization of the different people in here, and then she bring back characters from other books like she did in this one. I really enjoy that. And she make it where she has so many people who might be the murderer that I be wanting to go to the back and see who it actually is, because I be like, it just gets so intense. I be wanting to find out who did it, but I hold off because I was like, it's better to just read the story and find out, because she has so many different characters who could be the murderer, and you be thinking, you just start suspecting everybody. So I'm really, really enjoying this series, and I'm about to catch up to where she her last book that she wrote. I think that's book number 26 or 27. So this is book number, what was this? Book number 21. Murder on Union Square. Yeah, book number 21. Murder on Union Square. Murder on Union Square. Really enjoyed this, book number 21 in the Gaslight Mystery Series by Victoria Thompson. And then I also got Murder on Trinity Place, book number 22. And these are the one I got from the library because I don't have those in the book, actual books. I don't know if I'm going to get those, get the rest of these, because I gave this a 4-star, Murder on Trinity Place. I don't know if I'm going to get this whole series, but if I go to a bookstore and I see some there that I don't have, then I'll pick them up. But as far as me like ordering from Amazon, no, they're too expensive. And now when she come out with a book, it come out in hardback, and you know these are expensive, and I'm not buying a hardback. I like the just regular softback books. I don't want any hardback because they take up a lot of room. But I'm getting all off topic. But Murder on Trinity Place, book number 21, and this one was on. Let's see here. This is on, Sarah had a next door neighbor, and this one, the next door neighbor's son get married, and his wife father, they go over there to, they get invited over to the next door neighbor house to, do a little celebration and to meet the wife, the next door neighbor's son, wife, and her family. And that's where they meet the girl's father, and he's the one going to end up getting killed in here. And Frank and Sarah and the team have to find out what happened to their next door neighbor's son, wife's father. And this is Murder on Trinity Place, book number 21, 4 stars. I'm sorry, book number 22. Yeah, I'm getting all messed up. Where was this? This is book number 21, book number 22. And then I got book number 23, Murder on Pleasant Avenue. I also gave this 4 stars. This also came from the library. And this one was on, let's see how this one gets started. Frank's partner, his name is Gino. He's Italian. His sister-in-law comes there because, is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one where, what is his name? Gino, his sister-in-law comes, and because where she works at, she helps out at this place where they help, like I said, this is the melting pot, and they have a place where you can go and try to learn. They teach you how to speak English. I was going to say American. They teach you how to speak English. And she worked at this place, and this place just help people who need, help, if they need help speaking English, and just helping out people who need help. And she works there part-time. And one of the girls that worked there has gone missing. So she, Gino's sister-in-law, come there because Gino worked at a detective agency, come there and try to find out what happened to this female. And then somebody end up getting murdered, and it's not the girl that they're looking for. Someone that, if you read this, you'll find out why she was missing. And so somebody ends up getting killed, and Frank and Gino and Sarah and the team try to find out what is going on. And this Murder on Pleasant Avenue, and this is book number 23. And finally, I'm coming to the last book. Book number 24. So I need to read book number 25, 26, and 27. I think either she wrote, it's 2 more books and I've caught up with her, or it's 3 more books and I've caught up with with Victoria Thompson. Because it's just 3 more books that I need to read and I'll be caught up. But I'm not going to read those. It's either 3 or 2, and I'm not going to read those. I'm going to wait till she write a few more and read, because like I said, once I start reading these, I'll be wanting to read them all. And I don't want to, because I think she's writing one every year. Yeah, you know how long that takes. So this is the last book that I've read, and this is book number 24, Murder on Wall Street. And like I said, Victoria Thompson already bring back characters from other books. So in this one, she bring back a character from Murder on the Bowery. And he goes to Frank's office because somebody has been murdered on Wall Street. I think it happened on Wall Street, because that's why I said Murder on Wall Street. One of the guys get murdered did he get murdered in his office? Yeah, he got murdered in his office. And if you read in the other books, you'll know why this guy is coming to Frank to find out what happened to him, because he think that he might be implicated in there because of something that happened in another book. And so he come to Frank to find out who killed this guy, because he don't want the police coming looking for him, and he know he didn't do it, but they would think that he did have a reason because of something what happened in another book. And I really enjoyed this one. I gave this one also 4 stars, and this Murder on Wall Street. So that's all I've read. I don't know how many books I've read. That was quite a few, but I'll put it in the description how many I've read, because I've read quite a few this month. Last month, because we in June. Happy June 1st. So I'll put how many books I've read. I've read quite a few. Like I said, it's all because of the Gaslight mystery. If you haven't read that series, I highly, highly recommend it. And like I said, it's not really, if you're not into all the romance and all that stuff, I think you would really enjoy this one, because it does have a couple. And Frank's partner also start having feelings for Sarah's nanny who watches her little girl. So you also have that going on. You just have a lot of different characters in there. It's not only dealing with Frank and Sarah, it's dealing with a lot of different characters that's in Frank and Sarah's family and their friends. And I really, really enjoy it. Like, I enjoy the characterization. I enjoy finding out who murdered who. I like romantic suspense, but I don't even want, if I want to call this romantic suspense, because it's not on the romance. It's all about who got murdered, and Frank and Sarah and their friends solving the murder. So I highly, highly recommend that series, and it's the Gaslight series by Victoria Thompson. I think she wrote 26. Because one of her books came out in April. And I was going to buy it, but it came out in the hardback. So, nope, I didn't buy it. I'm not buying no hardback. And also, the Kindle is not on Kindle Unlimited. They wanted $7.99 for that ebook. And I'm like, you don't lost your mind. You don't lost your ever-loving mind. $7.99 for an ebook? I don't think so. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to come out and put it in the mass market, but I'll wait and then I'll get it. But yeah, $7.99. I'm not paying $7.99 for no ebook. It's not happening, friends. But highly recommend the Gaslight series. Please check it out. Or just check out one book. Just check out that first book and see if you like it, and let me know, so we can have a discussion on the Gaslight mystery series. All right, guys, that's all I have for now. Until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.